What I really want to do is compare the 16 gig Colorsoft, that's a regular Paperwhite, to the 32 gig Colorsoft, which is a signature Paperwhite, and just see what the real differences are. I know some differences, but I just want to see if those things really matter to me or not. So, y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, I just want to jump on here super quick and do a quick unboxing because I got a new Colorsoft. Now, if you've been around for longer than like, I don't know, 7 seconds, you know that I have Colorsofts. I have more than one Colorsoft, but I got the 16 gig Colorsoft that just came out. Go ahead and judge me, but here's why I got this one, because it's different. It's not just 16 gig, but supposedly, and a viewer pointed this out to me, I believe it was Jesus Saves Sinners. Is that who it was? If not, claim it in the chat. Pointed out that they've changed the processor. They've supposedly changed the, I don't know what it's called, but like the color coding on the screen that was having the issues with like the yellow band across the bottom as it got older on the original Colorsoft. As it got older, apparently that yellow band was showing back up. So supposedly they've changed all of that. And this is true, that this is a regular Paperwhite, not a signature Paperwhite. And I want to see if I miss, because I only ever read on signature Paperwhites now, and I just want to see if the difference makes a difference to me, because it really might not. So I got me one, and I'm going to see what I think. So let's get into this. Let's just jump into the box, see what's in here. I think we know what's in here. But then I'm going to use it for a little while and see, because I've been reading on the signature edition Colorsoft for like a while, so I know what I think about that. So let's get into this thing, and then I'm going to read on this one for a while and see what I think about it. I think the box is fabulous, like they always are. So it's that sort of earth tones, tan with the blue. It looks just like the 32 gig box, and it's got a quote by Oscar Wilde: "Mere color, unspoiled by meaning and unallied with definite form, can speak to the soul in 1,000 different ways." Oh, Oscar Wilde. All right, so that's cute. Can y'all see that, like the little dude? It's the Kindle dude under the tree. Welcome to a new world of color. Same. All right, so but you know what? I'm gonna start, I did the same thing I did last time. I really should have gone ahead and done this and got it going. Every time I do this, the colors are just so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. This still looks the exact same. We have the quick start guide. Oh, hang on, let me switch cameras so you can actually see the thing. So I have started it. I need to pick my language. We're gonna tell it English. Here's the box I just read to you without you being able to see it. I've told it my language. I'm gonna tell it next. And then United States English. We'll let it do that. Quick start guide. As I was saying, same. USB-A to USB-C. They give you like the little shorty cable. Well, actually, you know what? This one is not bad. This might be, I don't know, maybe it's not longer. I just plugged in something with a little shorty USB-A to USB-C cable this morning, and I thought maybe it was a Kindle cable, but it was not this long. So I don't know, maybe it was not a Kindle cable. So anyway, before I realized that I was on the wrong camera, this is what's over it when you take it out of the box, right? So then you just bust that, open her up, and there she is. So I'm gonna set it up with my phone, and I'm gonna get on my phone. I'm gonna go to my Kindle app. I'm gonna go to, is it more? And then settings, and it should, there we go. See, it sees the thing, and then I just tell it get started. Link and continue. And now I can see the thing going. App connected. It sees my network. Tell it finish, and now it finishes on the thing. I tell it next. Okay, I don't remember this from the old one. That's pretty. Experience the paper-like magic of Kindle. Your Kindle uses a special type of screen that's designed to look and feel like paper. Because of the unique technology, sometimes you'll notice the screen refresh. Try it out below and see what we mean. Okay, yeah, I don't think this happened last time. Oh shoot, I didn't hit show me. Okay, sorry. We can't go backwards. No, I do not want it to be kid friendly. Anyway, we know what a screen refreshing looks like. So there are all my books. It'll take me through this like introduction to using the Kindle, which we know how to use a Kindle. Quick access to settings, we can home and library, scroll left and right, navigate the bar, the more menu, we know all these things. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let this thing set itself up. I'm gonna charge it. Like I said, I'm gonna read for a while and then I'll come back. And what I really wanna do is compare the 16 gig Colorsoft, that's a regular Paperwhite, to the 32 gig Colorsoft, which is a signature Paperwhite, and just see what the real differences are. I know some differences, like this one doesn't have wireless charging. It doesn't have like the auto warmth adjustment. Why can't I speak today? But I just want to see if those things really matter to me or not. So let me use it for a while. I'll come back and we'll compare the two devices. All right, y'all. I've had some time with this new 16 gigabyte Colorsoft, and believe it or not, I have some thoughts. So first of all, let's talk about the things that are different. I don't want to talk about the similarities because I just did a video about the 32 gig Colorsoft. So all the things I said in that video, ditto for this new device. Now, I'm gonna set them on the floor over here, and I have another camera set up so I can show them to you side by side, but some of this stuff you don't need to see them for me to talk about this. So let me say some things. That's why we're sitting in the floor, by the way, because I'm trying to get as much natural light as possible, and I don't think I want to do this outside because I think that might be a little bit of overkill. So I'm gonna try it in here and see if I can show you the things I want to show you. But first of all, of course, one major difference is that the 16 gig is 16 gigs of storage and the 32 is 32 gigs of storage, which might sound like a lot, but, and for just plain old, like, you know, words on pages, text books, like regular words books, that is kind of a lot. But for graphic novels or comics or books with a lot of color and a lot of pictures, those can be big. So that 16 gigs of space can get eaten up very quickly. So I think if you're gonna go with the 16 gig Colorsoft, and that's the kind of thing that you want to be reading, I think you just need to have kind of a backup plan, like, oh, well, I'm just going to download what I'm reading and everything else I'm going to store in the cloud, or I'm going to store on a device in Calibre or something. And y'all, we know how to do that. I will link here to how we do that. So don't come at me about why we shouldn't be doing that. I don't want to hear it. So anyway, just sort of be cognizant of that, of the limitations of the 16 gigs of storage. So that's one difference. Another difference that I actually find a little annoying is the lighting. So they both have the front lighting, the adjustable front lighting for when you're reading, and the adjustable warmth, but the signature edition has auto adjusting front lighting. So as the ambient light in your room becomes brighter or dimmer, the light in the device will adjust to that so that it stays relatively the same throughout. The signature edition has that, the new one does not have that. So the 32 gig does, the 16 does not. You can, I think, hang on, let me look. I think, I'm gonna look while we're talking about this. I think you can set your warm light on you can schedule your warm light on the 16 gig one. On both of them, you can set your warm light on a schedule. But for the signature edition, the front light you can set to change, but you can't do that on the 16 gig, which kind of bugs me. For charging, I know I said I wasn't going to go over all this. They both have, you can't see this at all. I'll show you on the other camera. They both have that USB-C port. They still haven't moved that dang power button. The form factor of the thing is very much the same. You know what, let's go ahead and switch over. Hang on, let me move y'all down here. I think I'm probably gonna go with just the view of the devices, but let me move y'all down here just in case. So here you can see them. I think you can see that pretty well. You can see them side by side. This is the 16 gig and this is the 32 gig. And I have the same book. We're gonna open it. I think we're gonna open it on the same page. The backs look just a little bit different. This one is like a flat, they call this like a black, and this is like a metallic black. So, but I thought I read somewhere that like the model information was on this one, but y'all, I don't see anything on there. I'm old, but I'm not that old. So I think it is not there on the 16 gig, not the 32 gig, the new one. So anyway, there's the charging port and the power button are still on the bottom. Same on both. All the things I said I wasn't going to show you. So there's the auto brightness. So you can see this is the 32 gig signature edition. This is the auto brightness. This has no auto brightness, but they both have the, oops, schedule. You can see how warm that gets. But so there's where you can schedule your warmth on both of them. All right, yeah, so we are on the same page of the same book. I believe, let me check. Yeah, the font is set the same. They're both set to Bookerly 1 with a 4 boldness. So you can see they look a little bit different, but they are relatively the same. They have a similar battery life, up to 8 weeks for both of them. There are a couple of ridiculous things that are different between them that really kind of bother me. One is, oh, we didn't talk about price. Let's talk about price before I should have talked about price in the very beginning, but the 16 gig American right now in the US, $249.99 for the 16 gig Colorsoft, not signature edition, just plain old Paperwhite. The 32 gig is $279.99. You can still get it, it's not discontinued. You just have to, when you look for it, you do Colorsoft Signature or like Colorsoft Signature 32 gig or something. You can find it. They're just not promoting it like they are the 16 gig one. So $249.99, $279.99. The not signature edition one also comes in a kids version. It's I have my notes on this one. It's so this is $249.99 for just the plain old Paperwhite, Colorsoft Paperwhite. The kids version is $269.99, and it comes with like a really cool, like kid-friendly, or like, you know, case that kids would like. It also comes with a year of Amazon Kids Plus, and it's got a 2-year guarantee, which I think it's like the normal warranty is just a year. So it's got I believe, look into that, but it definitely has it says it's got a 2-year guarantee, whatever that means. So that's for $269.99 for the kids one, and then $279.99 for the Colorsoft Signature Edition, which is 32 gigs. Neither one of them has ads, so you're not gonna have to deal with the ads on either one of them. You can do set it for either your book cover to be the cover, or you can have the, I'm not gonna go back, we're not doing everything here. You can do splash screens for your cover, and the splash screens on these are really pretty. What the not signature edition does not have is, now watch it not work. Double tap anywhere on the device to see, I'm like tapping my finger on the back and it's turning the page. Y'all, that is the silliest, most ridiculous, like development, update, whatever that I've ever seen on anything. And I absolutely love it. Like, I love it. Now, on the 16 gig, I can touch like anywhere on the screen and turn the page, you know, like you touch on the right to turn it frontwards, touch on the left to turn it backwards, but I can't tap to turn the pages. And it aggravates me. Does it make a difference? See, in this you can touch, like tap on the sides, on the bottom, you can tap pretty much anywhere on the thing. Now, even if you don't want it to turn the page and you like jostle the thing, it's gonna turn your page. Now. It only turns forward, watch, look, this is page 61, 62, and then like because of how I set it up, it's like 2 pages is 1 page. Can y'all even see the page numbers at the bottom? Now, when I tap my left side, it's still turning forward, so you can't like turn backwards by tapping, but you can turn pages by tapping. Completely silly, ridiculous, doesn't even matter. But when I realized that the 16 gig didn't do it, I was very, very disappointed. The other thing that because it's not a signature, and I haven't talked about that in any of my videos because I believe it's only some signature paperwhites that do it. Like you have to be on like a certain version of the software or higher to do it. And I'm not, if I can find it, I'll put it in here, but I'm not sure what that is. So anyway, that's why I haven't talked about that, but I love it. Like I love tapping to turn pages. I don't know why it's ridiculous. It's like the dumbest thing ever, and I love it. Might be the second dumbest thing. The dumbest thing that I love maybe is the Qi charging. So the wireless charging that the signature Paperwhite Colorsoft has, and the 16 gig regular Paperwhite does not have that. That aggravates me because, y'all, I bought a whole special Qi charger to sit on my desk so that my desk Colorsoft can sit on it and have the splash screens on it, and I can just look on it and go, oh, that's pretty. Like I don't even have a book open on that device because I just want to look at the splash screens and go, oh, look how pretty that one is. Oh, look, that mouse is reading books. Oh, how funny. I know, it's ridiculous. I don't care. I said these are ridiculous things, and it annoys me that the 16 gig does not have them. So here's one. So this is an actual important thing. This isn't in, like, you can find this if you dig, like if you know to look for it, you can find information on this, that the new Colorsoft Paperwhite, not the signature edition, the other one, has a dual core 2 gigahertz MediaTek processor with 1 gig of RAM, I believe, and of course 16 gigs of onboard storage. Where else is it going to store stuff? So supposedly it's pretty quick. So here's what I want to do, and we might do this live and we might not, depending on how long it takes, but here's what I want to do is I added this book, I believe it's a manga. I believe there's not like nakedness in it. I don't know why it's not coming up over here, but it came up over here. I don't know why that is. But maybe because, hang on, I actually just shut that one down and then woke it back up. There's no reason these should be acting differently, and they are. Yeah, no, it's not coming up. Anyway, so I've not downloaded that book onto either device. So I'm gonna touch them at the same time and see, supposedly the new dual core thing is faster. Let's see. So I'm gonna touch them. We might do this in real time depending on how long it takes. But, okay, so they're both cute, and my internet might act sketchy, so we'll see what happens. I'm watching them like it's a horse race, y'all, seriously. Oh, they're close. So again, this is the 32 gig, this is the 16 gig. That's actually going pretty fast. I've never watched a book download before. It's fairly similar to watching paint dry, but y'all, it's going pretty quickly. It's ready to open. It's ready to open, but I kind of want to watch the whole thing download. All right, that's ridiculous. So this one's at 63. This one's a little ahead. This one's at 70. Okay, I'm going to let it finish because I want to see which one finishes first. All right, they're very, very close. They're going to finish really close to the same time. So let's open. That's strange. This one opened right into the book, and this one opened into a tap and hold for fast continuous page turns. Drag left and right to change speed and direction. Oh, that might be things that only the signature has. Let's see. So it says tap and hold for fast continuous page turns. Tap and hold. Oh no, this one does it too. Look, can you see it's fastly, continuously page turning? All right, I don't know why it didn't tell me it would do that. Drag left and right to change speed. All right, so fast, continuous page turn. Drag left and right to change speed. That's cool. I thought this was going to be in color. Sorry about that. All right, I think there is a color page though. Let me go back to, well, I mean, we saw color. I'm not seeing, one does not seem any faster or slower than the other to me. I did really think this was going to be in color. Like, I swear it was in color on my phone. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me open her back up. All right, there we go. Let's do that. Oh, she does look a little. I believe that I have them both set to vivid. The vivid, yeah, vivid. I know this one's on vivid. Yes, they're both set to the vivid color setting. So the color is set exactly the same on both of them. Hey y'all, Editing Day Danielle here. I just wanted to jump on and make a quick comment about the difference in color in these two devices, which I didn't really notice while I was shooting the video, I guess because of the way that I was sitting. But when I was editing this video, it became very clear that the 16 gig, the newer Colorsoft, has more vivid color than even the newer of the older Colorsofts, the 32 gig Signature Edition Paperwhite. And I've read that they sort of updated how they put together the screens or something because of the yellowing, that yellowing band that they were getting in the old Colorsofts, but I can't find anything from official Amazon channels talking about that. So I don't know for real anything about it, except when I was looking at it while editing this video, it's really clear to me that the 16 gig is a more vivid, bolder color, and y'all saw they're set up exactly the same. So I would say if you're a comic book reader, if you're a manga reader or a graphic novel reader, and that's what you're interested in these devices for, think about, even though it's got limited or more limited storage, think about the difference in color when you're trying to decide if you want one of these devices, which one you want to get. Okay, well, some of it apparently is in color. All right, so let's start at the cover. I'm going to end this soon because nobody wants to sit here and watch me turn pages in a book, but this is really what I wanted to do, was see if the processor, the supposedly new processor in this one. Now, mind you, I couldn't find anything about the actual like gubbins of the Colorsoft Signature Edition, so, and I had to dig to find the information on the gubbins of the new one, of the Colorsoft not Signature, just regular Paperwhite. So let's turn some pages and see. All right, let me say stay here so it'll leave me on the cover on both of them. Okay, so, all right, so let's start on the cover, and I have to remember to turn, it's, you know, oriented, it's not turning to the right, it's turning to the left, so I have to remember to turn that way. And let's see, let me tap here. Every once in a while they'll go a little bit different, but I don't know if I'm just like touching it weird. Leave that alone. Let's try a, does it do the, isn't there a thing where you can, oh yeah, you can, let's go back and do that in the, when did it stop being color? See how much attention I'm paying. All right, let's go back to the color blocks. And manga and comic book fans, you might be noticing things that I'm not noticing as I'm turning the pages. So if you're seeing things about like the refreshing or something, please let us know in the comments. But I thought there was a thing where, no, that's just turning pages. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the Kobo that does it. Okay, so it refreshes. I feel like they're really similar, very, very similar in performance. All right, so here are my final thoughts. Let me put y'all back up here. Let me check my notes and make sure that I hit everything that I wanted to talk about, especially about the differences. If I haven't already done so, y'all are like looking up my nose. There we go. If I haven't already done so, I will link here to the video that I did, my unboxing, and I think I did a setup on this one, sort of just a walkthrough. I will link to that so that you can, like I can walk you through sort of all of the gubbins. Let me know, I've done deep dive after deep dive on Kindles, but if you want another deep dive on a Colorsoft, let me know. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I am 99% sure that I'm gonna send back the 16 gig one and I'm gonna keep the 32 gig because y'all, I can't, it's the double tap. It's the double tap to turn pages. I love it. And I got my 32 gig. This is so I have two of these. I know. One of them I've had. I got like back when they first came out, and then there was the yellow stripe. So I sent mine back and got another one under that whole warranty thing. But so I have that one. That's my office Kindle, my office Colorsoft. And this is the new one. I got this during Prime Days the other week for, I think I paid, it was $179.99 was the sale price, and I got it for $196 out the door. So like shipping, taxes, all of that, because I live in Minnesota and we pay all of the taxes here. But anyway, so this is still cheaper than the 16 gig. It was $196 versus $249 or whatever this one is. And this one, you can't tap to turn the pages. So, well, you can't double tap to turn the pages. So I'm going to be keeping my 32 gig and sending back the 16 gig because I just can't get up next to the not tapping to turn the pages and it not having the wireless Qi charging, which I'm not sure if I knew that it didn't have the Qi charging, but I did not know that it didn't have the double, like I dug and dug and dug looking for the double tap to turn the pages option. I was so like, well, it has to do that. It's fancy. It ain't that fancy. So this is the 16 gig Colorsoft is just your regular run-of-the-mill paper white that somebody took a box of crayons to, which is fine. That just is what it is. So this is the regular paper white in color, and the 32 gig is the signature edition paper white in color. And that's what we know about that. So y'all, let us know in the comments, do you even care about color? Are you still reading on a Kindle? If not, what are you reading on? If you care about color, why do you care about color? Are you reading manga, comics, things in magazines, things in color? Or are you like me and you just like your fancy, I just like my book covers to show up in color on my Kindle when I pick it up to read? Let us know in the comments. What are you thinking? Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos over on FtDanielleReads at the beginning of every week, with some book videos over here sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.